Welcome to the music side of A Mindful Life. Today we are doing a really cool song by Israel Houghton. It's called We Worship You. Lord, You Are Good. Okay, we're going to dive right into the song. It's a little rocky, a little funky, etc., etc. We're going to start right here. You have your about 5 different parts to this song, okay? Your first part is going to start here. Here are the chords. Here. Okay, that's your first part. Okay, so what's happening is your index finger is laying across the 7th fret, okay, making a bar. We know what a bar is right there. From the 5th fret over, make sure all your notes ring out. Okay, you're taking your 1, 2, 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the D string, and you're taking your 4th finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and then you're just replacing fingers. Okay, so still the same position. The only thing what you have is you have your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the G string instead of the 9th fret. Okay, so that's your first 2 chords. We're in the intro. You can just leave that. You're not going to focus on the low note anyway. We want to keep this thing funky, so we want to keep it a little brighter here. Okay, and so you're leaving your first finger across that fret, which is, this is 3, 5, 7. You're leaving your first finger, and you're taking your 1, 2, 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the A string. So yeah, that intro goes. Okay, so this is just a major chord right here. you're taking your index finger and you're barring the 5th fret, A major, right there. You're taking your 2nd finger and it's on the 6th fret of the G. You're taking your 3rd finger, it's on the 7th fret of the A string, right? And then you're taking your 4th finger on that 7th fret of the D string. So that's your whole intro right there. Okay, that's your intro. And then they go into Lord, you are good. So okay, Lord, you are good. Okay. Okay, almost the exact same chords here. You're just barring still the 7th fret, the index finger right across. This is a kind of a rock feel to me. Okay, so you're taking your 1, 2, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D. You're taking your 4th finger on the 7th fret of the G string. That's your first chord. Okay, now what we're doing is we're doing a major chord, but we're leaving out the low, you know, the B right there. A lot of these formations are going to repeat, guys, okay? So I'm just going to tell you it's the same formation, move it up or move it down, okay? So what we have here is we have your index finger across. We have the 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the G string, and we have your 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the A string, and your 1, 2, 3, 4th finger on the 9th fret of the D string. And that's just a major position chord, but we're going to leave out the low note, okay? So all right, same position, same finger formation as this chord. We just move it down a whole step. And same formation as this chord, we just move it down a whole step. Okay, so you're going to be here. Okay, that's your whole verse right there. And it's your chorus too. Lord, you are good and your mercy endureth forever. Right there. Lord, you are good and your mercy endureth forever. And then they're going to go to this part. People from every nation and tongue, from generation to generation. Okay, people from every nation and tongue. So what we're doing, we're just taking an index finger and we're making a bar on the 2nd fret. We're focusing on these 3 strings right here. Okay, so you're going to be focusing on the D, G, and B strings. Then we're going to go up a whole step. Same 3 strings, half step, whole step. Okay, this is the people from every nation and tongue. People from every nation and tongue, from generation to generation. We worship. Now the way I'm playing that I was in the chorus right then. We know the chords already for that. So the way I was playing that was, see that? That's a scratch guitar or funk style. You're muting certain, you're taking this hand and not pressing. Here I'm pressing, down here I'm not, okay? So you're alternating that. Okay, so that intro again is. They do that a few times and then they go into Lord, you are good and your mercy, which is a verse. Then people. We worship. We worship. Notice I'm hammering on right there. It's the same chord. All you're doing is you play it first, and then you hammer on real quick. And then after we go through the course, it comes out into this section. Okay. So you're going here. That's like a minor 7 chord, but you're laying off the low E string. So you're barring across the 5th fret. You have your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the A string. Go up a whole step. Okay, right there you have your 3rd finger barring across the 3rd fret. You're focusing on the A strings across to the high E. You have your 1, 2, 3rd finger right there on the 5th fret of the D string, and you have your 4th finger on the 5th fret of the G string. And then you just do a little, keep it focused on the high E strings, guys. All right, like that. So we're going to go back into that. After we come out of the course, we go into this section. Now, what we go, this is a little break. That's just a little dominant 7 chord right there. Okay, you're going to be sliding into that chord, my bad, from a half step lower to the half step higher. Okay, and what your finger is barring is to slide into it. We bar across the 6th fret, and we have a 1, 2, 3rd finger on the 8th fret of the D string, and we have our 4th pinky or 4th finger on the 8th fret of the B string, and we slide into a half step higher. Okay, so now we're on the 9th fret. We're making a bar across the 9th fret. Okay, so that is your little break right there. That's a break, and then they go right back into the verse. Yeah. Okay, the whole verse there. And then back into the people again. And then to the chorus. And then they go into hit that back into this. And now they go into a completely new section when they go into this little vamp here. And then they go back. And then here. Okay, this is like a power chord kind of thing. It's kind of funky and rocky to me, whatever, rockish. So what you're doing is you're barring across the 7th fret with your index finger, and you're taking your 1, 2, 3rd finger, and you're fretting the 9th fret of the D string, and you're taking your pinky and you're fretting at the 9th fret of the G string, going up here to the 10th fret, and then to the 12th, and then you're going backwards. Back to the 7th fret. See that? So you're here 7, 5, 4, and then 3, 2. See that? That's it. That just repeats, and then they come out of that with back to it's kind of like a dreamy section, but it's the same chords as the verse in the chorus. They just break them up, arpeggiate those chords, and then back into people. Okay, I'm giving you some of the arrangement of the song, but there are those different sections in the song. Okay, so again, that kind of vamp. All right, so that is Lord You Are Good, Israel Houghton, or some people call it We Worship You. All right, and that's it for Mindful Life. Thanks for coming. Peace out.